good in the web? Your man Q back. After 2 months hiatus, and I missed y'all. I've been crying. I've been sad. I've been busy. I've been in the lab. You hear me all the time, y'all. Your man Q in the lab with a pen in the pad trying to get this damn Geek label off. So I appreciate y'all patience. Thank you for supporting me here still, which, you know, I really don't know how to feel because I for a minute there, I was gaining a steady dose of subscribers without even making any videos, which though is a good sign because that means that traffic is coming from my Instagram, my Twitch, and my Twitter, which you know, y'all know I still make videos on Twitch Monday through Friday. Well, not Monday through Friday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I was going to do Monday through Friday, but then I gotta work, I gotta adult, friendships, relationships, all kind of ships, money ships, financial ships, video games in my private time I still ain't beat Xenoblade yet ships, all that kind of shit I had to do. So I decided that, you know what, in order to maintain and get everything together, I needed to at least take some other days off and not just go straight through, because then when I was attempting to do it, it was starting to feel like a 9 to 5. And video games and YouTube and Twitch is, for me, the reason why I was so adamant and wanted to do it is because it's fun. I can interact with y'all, like-minded geeks, nerds, dorks alike. And if I was forcing myself to do a Monday through Friday schedule, not only was I not getting as much other things accomplished, which I needed to do in the background, but then it was also making me feel like, well, it was a job. And I don't want this to feel like a job. You know, even though I put more work in it than a job, I don't want it to feel like a job because then it stops being fun. But I hope each and every one of y'all are doing great. I know it's been a whole long time for me. And by the time of this, look at the calendar, the time this video comes out, it's going to be out on Church Day, what is that? The 1st. So my YouTube videos are going to change here, and I'm going to start doing them 4 times a week. So you got to let me start running a little bit. It's going to be Tuesday, Thursday, and I'm going to attempt to do a live news feed, much like how TMZ does, which, you know, I've been saying that for a long time. And I might even have guests and people call in and stuff like that on there and give their opinions, thoughts, and things like that. Maybe about an hour, 2 hours I'll do that on YouTube here, you know, here. And then what I would do is, like, on Sunday I'll do like a parody or a show or something in that, you know, that aspect. And then all my shorts and other things, I can have them as bumpers and then also doing IG and stuff. But again, I just want to get that out the way, y'all. I really hope y'all are doing okay, because we're still in a global miasma. There's still civil unrest, and every time it looks like it's going to get a little bit better, it looks like somebody that looks like me, his life is cut too short. I'm not going to make this entire video about, you know, the civil unrest and the global miasma. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that we know is present. So I hope and I pray that, you know, that this video finds each and every one of you guys that are watching it. Ladies, too, of course, ladies. Matter of fact, come here closer. It's been a while. Hello. Ladies, out here in LA, out here in Cali, I'm sweating with the oldies because I don't listen to new rap or new R&B. R&B don't exist no more. Ain't no love making no more. It's only hunching now. Listen to the radio. Let me put it in you. It ain't let me take you out for a night. No, it's let me put it in you. That's, you know. But as a side note, I find it the funniest shit that Nicki Minaj, and I got no beef with Nicki. I think she cute. I mean, she got added bonuses and stuff, but I mean, hell, It's 2020. You got an added bonus. I don't see no cut marks. Tattoo nice, tattoo clean. That shit took years. But the whole WAP, I don't cook, I don't clean, but my man left again. Well, girl, more than likely he got him a regular degular, and she can cook, she can clean, but that's not what the video gonna be about either. I just was, wishing y'all well and hoping that everything finds you in the greatest of spirits, regardless of the current situation or the earth and world climate right now. Which is funny too, because they just found life on Venus, and I found that, like, I seen a video about it, talking about it, and they say, in our heads, life on another planet or alien life, we always think as gamers and otakus and geeks and nerds that it would be like what we see in the movies or on a video game or on an anime, where the aliens are cool and they're humanoid and this, that, and other. But it's like an amiibo sale, not amiibo like them. No, like a small one cell structure. What you done seen amiibo stuff before? Y'all little plexi amiibo insert here, kind of looking nasty thing with the hairs on it. So it's probably something like that, or with life as life. I love space. I love the fact that space is endless, and I don't understand why people feel that you can't believe in a higher entity and also like space. But then again, that's, whatever. That's another topic we ain't getting into. What I have been doing, though, other than working, I've been working very, very hard and diligently on the book, which finally came through. What you guys remember last time I had the book, and the problem is the pages were messed up in it. So I had to sit it and get it back down. Copyright and everything, y'all. I'm legit. All the good stuff. Copyright, UPCs, IBNs. Legit, I'm proud of the book. I mean, for me, honestly, and I appreciate all the people who've purchased the book so much, who've purchased things on the website, which I'm going to be getting to a little bit soon, so stay tuned. Don't leave yet. Algorithm, don't fail me now. But what's happened is, it really hasn't hit me. I've had a lot of homeboys, homegirls, people just in general, aliens, even, from Mars and Venus, hit me up and be like, bruh, it's a pretty big deal that writing a book, even if it's fairy tales, nursery rhymes, or anything. Many people spend years upon years in a lifetime trying to write a book, and you slightly try to downplay it. And I have been, because, well, for one, I didn't make the book in order to think I was going to be making $1 million for it. It was a personal thing, for me, that I wanted to do. And between my moms and my best friend, them ladies, pushed me very heavily to continue to write, because I write. And this had been doing something since 2009, 2008 that I have been wanting to do. So it had been in the back of my cerebral. Well, that's the cerebral. It's been the back of this part, the brain. Well, y'all know what I mean. And I finally was able to get it done. So it was more one of those challenges and those things that I felt that I personally had to get done, more so like a roadblock, because a lot of times with me, I'm a perfectionist. And I mentioned this many times before with y'all when you come to YouTube and stuff, that YouTube made me not be a perfectionist, because if you're a perfectionist on YouTube, it's possible, but you ain't gonna get shit done. And you got to crank these videos and these things and be out on current topics and situations and things as much as possible, or at least if you're not as much as possible, then you need to put your own spin to it. And a lot of times you can't do everything perfect, and that also manifested in the book, because it's a couple things that I would have liked to change in hindsight, but I'm glad that the book is out. The book is $14.99 USD. I haven't set it up for other countries yet. I know some folks that's in Britain that might want to pick it up, so if y'all do want to pick it up in a different country, something like that, then let me know. The book is a book of nursery rhymes. Don't let the hood tales scare you, because I've had a lot of people say that, oh, it's hood tales, so is it about the hood? Well, y'all know me. I lived in the hood more than a few times, but you can live in something and not be a something. I mean, shit. I got so many friends that's jocks and sports fanatics and stuff, and I didn't get into sports until like '03, '04. I was a geek. So just because you look, the oldest narrative in the book, don't judge a book by its cover. So just because something say hood tales, don't necessarily mean that it's about gang banging and it's a tale about fantasy gangbangers or anything like that, even though it does have stories and things that have the gangs in it. I did my best to try to represent a piece of different cultures and stuff that I have seen, and it is a lot more stories that I could have done later, which I will do. So it took me a long time to get the book out because I wanted to get the book and push the book at the same time as I put the website in. And the website, which is going to be right here while I still talk, the website, I had a whole bunch of shirts and different ideas that I wanted to showcase and that I wanted to actually show off. And for those of y'all, you remember me saying this long time ago, in a galaxy far away, and actually implement them inside of my store. Last year, my store was booty butter. It was ass pace. It was bad, but it was a start store. So what I try to look at it as, which many of y'all, I hope you look at it as, again, is that this is a hyperbolic time chamber of 2020, as bad as it's been with all the unrest, the pandemic, the leadership, Kobe, Chadwick Boseman, so many people that we've lost, so many relationships and things that's been broken, or things and stuff that we found out in different situations has been torn or severed. Allow this shit to strengthen you. And as hard as it is, because I had a lot of depressive moments. A lot of people don't like to talk about that when it comes to things in life. But to be very honest, the more we start talking about mental health and how it affects us and the people who you think don't have issues, is the better. And I had, with all of the world things on top of working and trying to write a book and trying to do things, I had a lot of dark moments. I thank God that I was able to pull myself out of it again with a strong structure. And you know what? Y'all helped me out a lot, because the people who have been hitting me up on Twitch and on Twitter and Instagram, and just out of the blue, hey, if you need help or you want to talk about anything, I generally appreciate that, because for me, a lot of times, and being the only child, a lot of times I'll internalize everything and I won't say nothing. I'll just keep it here. And I know I'm not the only person to do that. Not only it's the stigma for being a black man to shut the hell up and just ride and take them bullets, take them whips, take them shots, and just keep on going, because no one wants to really hear your story or your complaints or how things are unjust and unfair. So we continue to take that load and continue to just keep moving and keep it going on and keep it going on. But also, just as a man in general, we're supposed to be the conquerors and the head of the household and different things. And I know that I'm supposed to be talking about my clothing store site here, my site, but those things, go hand in hand, because of the fact that I was able to, make lemonade out of the lemons that I had. Them lemons was almost rotten like 2020, but I took them bad boys, and it was sour at first, but added some sugar and added some brown sugar, because brown sugar is better than, white sugar, even though you got to use more, and some honey, and that shit is great. The site, I end up putting about 12 different designs for my site, and eventually what I want to start doing is I want to start it where I have masks, and then I've got more hat ideas and more shirt ideas. I have some featured items and things where like the book is featured, of course, as well as like some Goku, tees. And I think I made it at a pretty reasonable price. I'm just starting out as well, but I think I made some of the shirts and things on reasonable prices and stuff. Certain things only come in certain colors and things because I wanted it to only come in color, because Goku don't be wearing all that extra shit like that. So just like with the book, all the designs and everything is pretty much all me. So I've been out here working, y'all, and I wanted to get that, pushed and everything together, mainly because I wanted Geek to be a, just as much as for YouTube and Twitch, I wanted it to be synonymous with what my things are, what I'm doing, and that is gaming, entertainment, anime, and comedy. So I wanted to also push some merchandise that you could see that if you were into gaming, anime, or comedy, that you'd be able to do the same thing. And I wanted the book to be represented. I wanted to represent the book on the site, and then when I do my game, and if I have other memorabilia or masks or figures or stickers and other things, that I can just throw it up here. I was able to do the site here on Shopify, and I don't know what is going on with it, but Shopify, I was just watching the news. Well, I watch MSNBC for Shark Tank. Shark Tank is one of my favorite shows. I had a few people ask me what one of my favorite shows is. And Shark Tank is one of my all-time favorite shows. It's because I love the business acumen and seeing what I would do in those particular situations and moments and different things, and how to create your own business and see where it will go from there, and watching that kind of commerce and stuff. But Shopify is one of the fastest growing. Matter of fact, it just grew 127% since March with the e-commerce. Well, you guys already know about my NASA tea, but I wanted to also represent the other logos and things that I wanted to do within it and put it on Shopify, and then some of the other new things that I had, like the Genesis tea and stuff. I still have a Nintendo one. I have some G.I. Joe type stuff that's coming, some other stuff that's coming for the holidays, and different things that's going to be here and on the wing. But go ahead, guys. I don't want to make it a whole thing about my site and stuff. You guys, if you want to check the site out, it's geekstop.com. I definitely appreciate it if you want to take a look at some of my items and some of the things that I have on there. I really appreciate it. I work really hard on it. So I finished the book last month, but I wanted GeekStop to be up and running beforehand, and thank God they had this program where you only have to pay half of the amount of money for the site if it's out of commission, or if it's like suspended or just in standstill. So while COVID was going on and I was doing the book and everything else in the background, I did that. So what have I been doing other than working, writing, and constructing a website? Well, I've been taking a lot of notes. I take a lot of notes, and my book finally came. Also, my mom bought me a book, the Charlemagne the God book, that I need to finally start reading and stuff. And I ended up purchasing the second edition voice actor book, because I've mentioned this to you guys before, that I wanted to dibble dabble, not shilly shally dilly shally dilly shally, into some voice acting. I wanted to do some voice acting as well. Voice acting? Yeah, for real, Geek? You can't do any voices because you have to go to school for that. Do I need to? So, after doing the interview with Will Stevens earlier in this year, which again goes to making lemons out of lemonade, as shitty as the year has been, I've had a lot of bright spots within it. Thank God I still have my health and my strength, my mother, my family, my friends. People are going through things, but for the most part, everybody is sane, thankfully, and everybody is healthy, thankfully. And even especially my 95-year-old grandfather, who I worry about the most, because he's more mobile than me. But the book, the site, the interview, all these things are what I want to do hand in hand. I'm still rolling to get hashtag roll to 1K here, and I feel that I can do it, and I'm going to implement a few new things, which you guys probably already see now, as far as music and graphics and design that I had already done. I was going to do something to make my camera look a little bit better, but my green screen here was tripping, and it's hot. So I closed the door and just put the fan on, because the green screen was moving and flying and blowing in the wind like a cape. I couldn't have all that. I've been wanting to talk to y'all for forever, but what was happening was I would work, and then I'd be writing. The only thing I was able to do is stream, Because one thing about streaming, you click a button and you're live and you play a game and you talk. Of course, it's more to it than that, because in the meantime, since then, for those of y'all who haven't been following me on Twitch, what I have been doing is I have been doing more overlays. So I had to go inside and create my widgets, and I almost was about to play with the code a little bit to get it my way, which I feel I'm going to have to get it exactly the way that I want it. But Nerd or Die, and I'm not being sponsored by Nerd or Die, I wish I was, but Nerd or Die is a great place if you guys are Twitch or YouTube streamers and you want to get some quick overlays. You just have to put the API in on Streamlabs or Stream Elements, and you're able to basically plug and play them. So I have been doing that. So if you guys have noticed that, and that it kind of helped me with Shopify, because Shopify has a lot of plug and play things too. I haven't been watching that many shows. Y'all know I have been on this road to almost 1K when it comes to One Piece, but road with One Piece, where I started in April 20th, 420, and I was able to get to, well, I'm not able to get to, I took a month off. We had to do some work and stuff, but took a month off because I had a huge transition between the subs. I had to stop watching it in English and start watching it in Japanese, and that was a transition. So I had to find a way to start watching and pick them up. So I took that month off. That was in July, and since then I was like 587. I finished. Now I'm on episode 890. So I am only about 50, 60 episodes out, y'all. I've caught up. And let me just say, Dragon Ball Z is always going to go down in my heart as is the most influential anime for me. But One Piece has topped, in my opinion, Dragon Ball Z for me. And I love Dragon Ball Z. But One Piece is just the characterization and how they do the characters. I mean, I've already been talking for way so much long on this, and I know what I just said on this video, so I won't go into too much depth. But it's not a character on One Piece, at least the initial crew, that I don't like. I like all of the people who are on the crew on One Piece, and a lot of people I didn't think I was, especially like Brook. And shout out to the homie Jinbei. That's my brother from another mother. That's all I've really been doing. I working in the lab, eating. I was cool, and I gained my my pre-quarantine weight back because I got lazy. I was cooking all the way up to July, and then I just got lazy. But I'm about to go back. It's a new month. I like to start things with a fresh start. That's why I want to start YouTube now rather than waiting into the day of and then doing it. I like to stay ready so I ain't gotta get ready. But as always, y'all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close. I appreciate y'all if y'all didn't stay this long watching, listening to me talk. Thank you. I appreciate it. I truly do. I really do. And a lot of y'all say you do listen to me. Thank you. Good on you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate that. But I will holler at y'all Saturday, and if not Saturday, I'm gonna have something up Sunday, and you can catch me on the Geek Show on Twitch. I almost forgot what I was supposed to be saying, so I'm just gonna finish it here. As always, remember to eat, geek. We switched it. Remember to eat, sleep, geek, repeat. I'll let y'all later. Peace. And if that still wasn't hot enough for you, there's another video for you right